Hi guys, welcome back. So I thought I would show you a few more of my completed coloring pages that I have. This is going to be kind of shaky. I don't have a tripod yet or anything to do this with, and I actually just laid this binder on my bed. We have this old bedspread because we have 3 cats, and they all have their claws, and we have this really nice micro suede comforter, but the cats snag it all the time, so we put this old bedspread thing over it when we're not using it. So during the day, the cats won't mess up our bedspread. But anyway, so I have this binder, and I thought I would show you guys some of the older stuff that I've done. Or when I first used to color, I always tore the pages out, and I just ended up putting them in here. Now I tend to leave them in the books more, but I used to tear the pages out all the time. So I'm going to try to do this without being too terribly shaky. Actually, the one that was on the cover there, the one that was on the cover there was from Fanciful Faces, and that was another one that I had entered in a Dover contest. It didn't win anything, but I think I used makeup on that one. Actually, I used face powder and some blush and stuff like that, so I thought that was kind of different. I think it was for their contest that they had where you had to do like harvest colors. So, this one was from a book that my husband got me for Christmas the year before last, about the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. It's a really neat book. It has all these really fun and interesting pictures. So this was the Evil Queen, and I really liked that one. I enjoyed doing that quite a bit. I just put them all in these paper sleeves, or these clear sleeves. This one is from Nikki Burnett, and it's one of her books, but, or is it Molly Harrison? You know what? I think it's, no, wait, I don't know who it is. How can I forget? It might be Molly Harrison. Either Molly Harrison or Nikki Burnett. But it's an Alice in Wonderland picture there. And this one is just from, I think this one started out to be where I was testing some random markers and stuff like that. And then I ended up just finishing it with whatever. So, another thing, this one was from one of those, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I can never say her name. I have no idea how you say. Is it Tanya McCardle, or just because I wanted to use Sharpies on that. I felt like doing something quick and simple and bright and fun, so that's what I did. This one, I really like this one a lot. This is from Sarah Walsh, Day of the Dead, and I just really enjoyed doing this picture a lot. I don't know, it just was really fun to me. I love Day of the Dead stuff. I think it's really, really fun. And I really enjoyed doing this one a lot. But it was before I felt comfortable doing like skin or backgrounds or anything like that. So, but this is a really fun book. And you can get it for very inexpensive on like the Edward R. Hamilton website. You can get it for like next to nothing. I think that's Ornamental Fashions from Dover. That one was done last year. And then this one, another one, I think I was just testing markers and different things like that. I don't do too many of those kind of books. So this was a mandala, however you say that. I don't do a lot of those either, but I think it's from like the Big Book of Mandalas, volume 2 or something like that. And then this is another one of those Don't Worry, Be Happy ones. This one is from the Anne of Green Gables book of quotes. I love that book so much. It's so fun, and it's one of my very favorite quotes. So I'm always keeping that because I might end up putting that in a frame someday. I just love it. And then this one also, Fanciful Faces from Creative Haven, Dover. That's Bells and Blossoms. That's from last spring. That's a really fun book too. I like that one. If you like coloring women and flowers and stuff, that's a really good one. And this one, I can't remember what the book is called, but obviously it's scripture. And sometimes I really like to do ones with scripture when I'm feeling like I need something uplifting, to focus on. I'll pull one of those out. Another one from Fanciful Faces. This is like the what's this one? The Cats one that Creative Haven in Dover has out with all that busy stuff going on. I do not like this picture at all. Now that I look at it, I'm like, ugh, I do not like this picture. I don't like it, but oh well, that's okay. And then that is Hannah Lynn. Girls, like Whimsy Girls, I think that's called. Another one of the Day of the Dead from the one I can't pronounce. And another one there. This one was from Sugar Skulls. I showed that book in my completed pages for January. This was like the very first picture that I actually colored. So you can see it's like October 2015 on it. My stepdad had passed away and I went to stay with my mother for a couple weeks to help her, you know, make the adjustment and help her with things that she needed help with and just to be support. So I went and I stayed with her for about 2 or 3 weeks and I took coloring with me, and this was one of the ones I did. I particularly remember working on this when I was getting really aggravated at my aunt and uncle because I felt like they weren't helping her as much as they should be. And then it was either lose my temper or sit in color. So I chose to sit in color instead. Another one from the, I think that's the Sugar Skull or the Day of the Dead from, I know I'm not saying her name right, Tania McCardle. I believe this one was from the Sugar Skulls book that, I showed in, yeah, this one, October 24th, 2015. So that's one of the ones I was working at my mom's when I stayed with her. Here's another mandala. This is when I very first just started to get into like blending things and blending my pencils and things like that, mixing markers and pencils together. And we have another Sugar Skull. As you can tell, I am a big fan of the Sugar Skulls. I love doing them. I love collecting Sugar Skulls also. This one's really fun. I like that one a lot. That one was really fun. That's from the Day of the Dead one also. Let's see. I don't know how you say her name, so I'm just going to put it right there. Is it Tanya? Tania? I have no idea. I'm such a creep. I don't even know it. So, but I had a lot of fun doing that one. This is another one from the Sarah Walsh book, and I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorites that I've ever done, and I'm going to put it in a frame and put it up with the rest of my Sugar Skull stuff. I just love this one. It's so bright and so colorful, and I just adore it. I think it's a lot of fun. Another one from Tania. I like this expression. I've always enjoyed that expression, bloom where you're planted. I think it's a good motto and way to live your life if you're able to. And that might be it. Oh, and then I'd stuck that postcard I did from the Hannah Carlson Winter Postcards book in there. And then I also have, I'm trying to not jiggle too much. I finished one last night and it was from the Word and Color. So I was getting my binder out to put it in there. And I thought I would show that one. I finished this one last night. It was fun. It just took me like an hour or two. You know, I just kind of thought about things and did that. So those are just a few of the pages. Well, those are the pages I have that are loose in my binders. And like I said, now I kind of like prefer to leave them in the books, but this one is spiral bound and it's up at it's at the top, and so it's kind of hard, so I took that one out before I colored it so that it would just be more convenient while coloring. But that's it. That's just some more completed pages that I've had, some of them quite old as you could see, but still it's fun to look back on your older ones and then see how you color now and how far you've come and how many things you've learned about coloring. So I like enjoy looking at the older ones every now and then. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm working on thinking about how to do a, showing you guys what supplies I use to color and how I store everything. But like I said, I don't have the tripod yet and everything. I do have a tripod, but it's a big one. So I need a little one. But I'd like to show you guys my stuff. I just don't want it to be all shaky like this one has been. But thanks so much for watching, and question or comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.